Tonight, Barack Obama is set to take the stage at the Democratic rally in Nevada.
Hannibal High School students are offered new advanced placement classes.
And DeWitt police continue their search for a masked burglar.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Jake Vanderbrook.
And I'm Caroline Evans.
Former United States President Barack Obama is scheduled to speak in a Las Vegas rally to show his support for Nevada Democrats. Jackie Rosen, who is after GOP incumbent Senator Dean Heller's seat, will be present at the rally as well. CNBC says current standings show Heller only has a slight advantage over Rosen in an otherwise even race.
Democrats are looking to retake the majority in at least one House of Congress following the November midterm elections. The rally will be held in Cox Pavilion at the University of Nevada, and it will act as the final push for Trump's predecessor to get out of the vote ahead of the election.
The Vega Women's Honor Society is hosting the annual Safe Trick or Treat on campus Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be a canned good drive where kids can play games, eat snacks, and other activities upon donation. Kids and their guardians are free to explore campus and trick-or-treat in dorms. Lounges and rooms participating will be marked with a Knock Here sticker. For more information, contact Vega at vega@oswego.edu.
Hannibal High School upperclassmen are being exposed to different opportunities with the implementation of new classes. Principal Stephen Dunn announces 5 new AP courses are currently available for students. These include Advanced Placement, Computer Sciences, Active Physics, and Environmental Science. The 5 courses give high school students the chance to take classes which would not be otherwise available until college. Teachers volunteered to teach the classes as electives, making no new faculty needed.
Oswego firefighters rushed to the scene of a kitchen fire on East Seneca Street. The resident called firefighters when they saw plumes of smoke emanating from the home. The fire was contained in the kitchen, causing water and smoke damage to the first floor and basement. There were no reported injuries, and city fire investigators are working to determine the source of the fire.
We have reporter Tomas Rodriguez in the office to discuss the sports team on campus. Tomas?
The Oswego State swimming team aspires to reach similar goals to last season, as they had an undefeated season for the men's team and an 8-2 for the women's team. As I learned, the team has some international talent in order to pursue their goals.
The Oswego State swimming team is ready for a new season full of fast swimming and adrenaline. The team comes from accomplishing a 10-0 on the men's team and an 8-2 on the women's team last season. The team has experienced an exponential growth this year as a 24-strong class of 2022 has stepped into the game. Led by Coach Holman, Oswego State Swimming is looking forward to an exciting season.
All the international swimmers that we actually have here, have been, pretty serious about what they do.
Assistant Coach Dragunas is experienced on the national level in Canada.
I think they bring a little bit of diversity and a different perspective from where they come from.
This year, the Oswego State swimming team has 3 international swimmers. Luis Perez of Colombia is a sophomore this year.
I was once top 10 in all ages in all the countries, so that was really big for me. My main goal is to break the 100 and 200 backstroke records, the school records, and hopefully to get a medal at seniors.
Alex Davey was born in Malaysia and is a junior this year.
When I was younger, I was really focused on trying to make an Olympic team or make a national team, as I have 5 different nationalities. But as I've gotten older, I realized that swimming just takes a lot from your life.
Gigi Han, a New York native, believes this is a great experience.
I learn a lot about everyone else's culture, even if you're from a different state, but especially if you're from out of the country.
The team is ready to kick off its 12th season under head coach Michael Holman's orders, as they strive to achieve similar goals to those of last season. Back to you guys at the desk.
Working to locate a masked burglar who targeted at least 4 DeWitt businesses. According to Syracuse.com, the man attempted to break into commercial businesses on James Street and Kirkville Road. The 4 targeted establishments have yet to be named. Surveillance cameras show the suspect wearing a black paintball-style skull mask, a blue sweatshirt, gray sweatpants, and gray retro Jordan sneakers. Police urge citizens to contact tips at townofdewitt.com.
Lower heating costs are predicted for upstate residents this upcoming winter. According to the National Grid, the average household is expected to pay $507 between November 1st and March 31st, which is $31 less than the average from last winter. Utility officials say the prediction is made with the assumption weather conditions will remain consistent. Utility officials are still urging residents to practice energy-conserving methods regardless of the drop in prices.
Governor Andrew Cuomo announces over $11 million in projects throughout the North Country and Mohawk Valley. The project funding will help flood-prone communities plan and prepare for extreme weather. This comes as part of the over $41 million in New York Rising Community Construction projects, which began this fall. The program is intended to empower residents and business owners in the recovery and resiliency progress following storms.
Coming up later tonight, the floor of a Clemson building caves in during a party.
And a caravan of immigrants from Central America makes its way towards the U.S.
This is WTOP 10 Nightly News. We'll be right back.
Now, weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Jessica Menster.
Thanks, guys. I'm standing out here, and it's a chilly one tonight. The temperatures are about 40 to 43 degrees tonight, and I wish I brought a thicker jacket than this one. This wind chill is not helping me either. The winds are coming from the southeast from about 10 miles per hour, and I don't think they're going away. Speaking of tonight, I don't think these clouds I see out here are going away either. But I'll speak more about that later on tonight. Back to you guys.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Some sort of...
then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no, and then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro. My girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Do Your Selfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old pile of t-shirts.
It's not garbage, it's actually a new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. Earlier today, President Donald Trump repeated his claim Republicans plan to unveil a middle-class tax cut before the midterm elections a little over 2 weeks away. He says, quote, "We're putting in a resolution sometime in the next 2 weeks, and we're giving a middle-income tax reduction of about 10%. Trump told reporters at the White House, "This is not for business, this is for middle income, and that's on top of the tax decrease that we've already given them." As of now, Congress is in recess until after the election.
A fraternity party turned to panic in Clemson, South Carolina over the weekend. 30 people were hurt after a floor collapsed, sending partygoers tumbling to the basement. Joe Ripley spoke to 2 students who were there.
Fun?
It was a bunch of fun at first.
Turned frenzy.
Me and him were one of the ones in the dead center. Yeah.
Francie Pendergrass and Leroy Pearson were in the middle of this clubhouse during a party.
You got that sensation where everybody was jumping. Next thing you know, I'm jumping. I had my hands up in the air. And the next thing you know, all I could see feeling myself is just falling like this. And then I wake up because I blacked out and I see like girls everywhere with blood all over their face and everything like that.
There are many fractures and broken bones and lacerations.
The clubhouse floor collapsed, giving way to the basement below.
I had 5 stitches on my leg, but a little slash, real bad cut from people grabbing me and jumping over the wood that been in there.
Police soon arrived on scene just 3 miles from Clemson's campus.
We're just thankful that it was not any worse than it was, meaning that at this point there is no deaths involved and there was no entrapments involved.
30 people went to the hospital. Investigators now hope for full recoveries.
All of that will be taking place over the next weeks, not just making sure that all the codes were taken care of, but I'm sure there'll be some structural engineers that will have to take a look and things of that nature that go along with building codes.
2 friends from Charleston were able to walk away from a night they'll never forget.
Don't take life for granted, because for that quick, like 5 seconds or however long I was falling, I just thought I was gone, really.
Reporting from Clemson, I'm Joe Ripley.
Clemson University is offering counseling for the students involved.
13-year-old Jamie Kloss went missing 1 week ago from her Wisconsin home. Kloss School District is holding a gathering of hope this evening at the Baron High School football stadium. The district is holding the event is aimed to help the whole community cope with her disappearance. A lighting ceremony will be included in the event, and they will provide counseling resources for students and other people in the community.
Authorities say a suspect in the Saturday slaying of an Atlanta area police officer was killed. 18-year-old Tafari Menard was fatally shot after police confronted him in the shed of a local residence. Maynard exposed a lawnmower blade after being tased, triggering a nearby officer to shoot five to six times. Maynard was charged with aggravated assault and felony murder in the killing of Officer Antoine Toney. The investigation into Toney's death is ongoing.
More than 4 million people have casted their votes in Afghanistan's parliamentary election. The election had to be extended by 1 day due to security threats by the Taliban, leaving thousands of people unable to vote last Saturday. On Sunday, up to 1 million Afghans returned to 76 voting centers across 22 of the nation's provinces. The 4 million voters represent half of the eligible voter base in the country.
More than 170 rescue workers are trying to free 18 coal miners who were trapped in a tunnel in China's eastern Shandong province. The miners were trapped at around 11 p.m. Saturday after a rock bursted on the Longguan Coal Mining Company in Yangcheng County. The incident destroyed part of the drainage tunnel and killed 2 workers.
Organizers say there are now 7,500 people marching north as part of a migrant caravan that plans to travel through Mexico and head towards the U.S. President Trump says the U.S. may cut aid to Central American countries because of it. Kelly Smoot has the very latest from Washington.
More than 7,000, mostly Central American migrants, continued their march north towards the U.S. border Monday, saying they are seeking safety and better economic opportunities.
Our message is we're not criminals. We're coming over here because we want to work. We need a job. We need better, a better life. That's why we're here.
That is on top of some 3,000 Hondurans who have already quit the caravan and returned home, and the more than 1,000 who stopped their journey in Mexico, claiming refugee status there with the help of the UN's refugee agency.
Numbers will increase in the coming days to address and ensure adequate protection of information on the asylum system to members of the caravan.
But most say they plan to continue their slow march to the U.S., a more than 2,000-mile journey on foot.
This bridge, this river, they can't stop me, she says. I am an all-terrain woman.
President Donald Trump expressed his disappointment that the caravan has not yet been stopped, saying Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador were not able to do the job of stopping people from leaving their country and coming illegally to the U.S. We will now begin cutting off or substantially reducing the massive foreign aid routinely given to them. Most of the money the U.S. has promised to those countries for this year has already been spent. The scheduled 2019 foreign aid packages from the U.S. to Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador add up to more than $180 million. In Washington, I'm Kelly Smoot reporting.
About 2,000 people in the caravan have turned back home, according to the Honduran Foreign Ministry. Coming up in sports, Mike Gross.
You're watching WTOP 10 Nightly News.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Never.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro. My girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm your sports anchor, Mike Gross, and let's get to it. Hockey is back in Oswego, and although they were exhibition matches, the atmosphere was electric. The Lady Lakers took on the London Junior Devilettes and snuck in 2 goals late in the third period to secure a come-from-behind 4-3 win. Later that night, the men's team took on Nazareth, and it was a very physical game. The men scored 3 goals in the first period to jump out to an early lead and held them scoreless in the last 2 frames. Tyler Spink led the charge with 2 goals as the Lakers pulled away with a 5-2 win. Tune in on Saturday as both teams pursue another exhibition win on Family Weekend. The volleyball team was in action this weekend with matches against Brockport and Cortland. Behind 20 kills from junior outside hitter Shauna O'Flaherty and 18 from sophomore right side hitter Melissa Lussier, the Lakers split a pair of matches to secure a spot in the 2018 SUNYAC volleyball tournament. The Lakers have earned the 6th seed and will return to Brockport on Tuesday, October 30th for a 6 p.m. matchup with the Golden Eagles. Now, let's head over to the Gridiron, where the home favorite Syracuse hosted the UNC Tar Heels. Quarterback Eric Dungy began this game for the Orange and had a very slow start, but after being down by 4 entering the fourth quarter, redshirt freshman Tommy DeVito checked into the game and drove it into double overtime. He put up 3 touchdowns and notched Cuse's 5th win of the season, putting them at only 1 win away from a bowl game berth. The Orange have a tough matchup next week against NC State as they look to get that 6th win at home at the Carrier Dome. The World Series kicks off tomorrow night at Fenway Park. The winningest baseball team of the century takes on the Los Angeles Dodgers in what could be a fierce 7-game matchup. The only time these two teams have met in the World Series dates all the way back to 1916 when the Babe, George Herman Ruth, pitched 13 scoreless innings for the Red Sox in Game 2. The Brooklyn Robins, better known today as the Los Angeles Dodgers, lost to Babe Ruth and the Red Sox in 5 games. Now, these star-studded teams, headlined by 2 of the best pitchers of the generation, Clayton Kershaw and Chris Sale, go head-to-head in the fight for baseball royalty. It all starts tomorrow night at 8. Nets, Knicks, it's the third quarter at this point, and Karis LeVert gives the ball away to Frank Ntilikina, who kicks it out to Tim Hardaway, 4-3, and Knicks go up by 1. Now, later in the third quarter, Spencer Dinwiddie, a cross-court pass, and a 3-ball from Joe Harris. Nets close the gap, and now Kevin Knox in the fourth quarter. He gets absolutely rejected by Jared Allen, and D'Angelo Russell drives down the floor and creates and finishes for the Nets. That puts them up by 2. Now 20 seconds to play. Trey Burke drives, kicks to Enes Kanter, who goes up, finishes in traffic, gets the foul. He will convert the and 1. It's a tie game, but 5 seconds left. Karis LeVert puts a little shake and bake move on Tim Hardaway Jr., goes up with the strong finish and puts the Nets up by 2 with 1 second left. Karis LeVert with 28 points on the night, once again putting him in the running for NBA's most improved player. And the Knicks had one last gasp. Tim Hardaway Jr. with a 35-footer just can't get it in. And that gives the Nets a 107-105 lead, and they won the first meeting of 4 against the Knicks.
Yeah, 3 more coming. Now let's go back to this Cuse team. So they benched Eric Dungy due to a bad start from him. Very slow start.
No touchdowns in the first 3 quarters.
No touchdowns, and then they put in Tommy DeVito, and he was lighting it up.
Oh, definitely.
So against this game against NC State, do you expect DeVito to be the starting quarterback?
You know what? I do. I think Eric Dungy has paid his dues, and Tommy DeVito, the redshirt freshman, coming out of the blue and doing what he does best, scoring.
Absolutely. That's going to be a very interesting match as both teams, I believe, are looking for that 6th win to be bowl eligible. But let's go to the World Series. Dodgers-Red Sox. This is going to be one heck of a series, I think. You're saying the Dodgers still?
Still from 2 weeks ago, I'm still saying the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yasiel Puig just completely, he made his prediction that they would win, and I'm sticking with him.
Awesome. Now, Jessica, am I still going to need a jacket?
Oh, I think so. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for the week.
Tuesday and Wednesday, we are expecting a few showers to pass through. Temperatures mild and seasonal, but those temperatures are going to plummet for Thursday and Friday with a bunch of clouds. But I think we will have some breaks of sunshine for the weekend, and the temperatures will warm up as the weekend goes on. But those clouds, those pesky clouds, they don't want to leave us alone. And Sunday and Monday, those clouds might even bring some showers. It's like the week decided to cycle through the same 3 forecasts. What do you guys think about the weather?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy because 2 weeks ago, we were at mid-80s.
Right.
Next thing you know, we're at mid-50s. It's like, oh no.
It can't make up its
now
mind.
we're at mid-40s. I need a jacket. Oh
Always
man,
good
let
to
me
have
go
a
to the
jacket on
car,
hand.
get my winter jacket.
Bring an umbrella.
Yikes, bring the umbrella. Next thing you know, gotta get the snow shovels out. But anyways, that's our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for our next OP.
Thank you so much for watching and have a great night.
Is how are you, Precious? Okay.
Take out the precious. Way too cheesy.
Okay, yeah.
Just go,
sure.
hey, how are you?
Nope.
How's your day?
Yeah.
Don't be cheesy.
Yeah, I figured.
So, what'd she say?
She's still typing. I'm not sure. She never takes this long.
I wouldn't worry about it. Give it a few minutes.
Okay.
The second I got on the campus, I knew Oswego was the place to go.
There's a place for everybody at Oswego.
This school just opens the world to you. Have the opportunity to explore and to learn so many different things, not only about yourself, but the people around you and the world.
It definitely is about the student. I felt it to be very about me. Now that I'm here, I can't imagine myself anywhere else.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.